We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Mr. Super Dave over there handling business as usual. Really do appreciate you, Super Dave. Chat was going pretty good before we got started over there. Fahim asking, how's the fish doing? Uh, they're doing, but it's been a little tough. Uh, it's they've been moving around quite a bit, mostly in shallow water. These fish are super spooky down here. The water's like chocolate milk, and I'm talking about real chocolate milk. It's fall is approaching very fast, guys. The and I'm not talking about just temp wise, but the daylight hours are shortening up really fast. Uh, I was starting my trips at 7 a.m. and the sun would be right there on the horizon. But right now, 7 o'clock. It's still really early in the morning. I mean, it's still not daylight yet. So I'm having to move my trips out to 8 o'clock now, start time, and that's a for sure sign that all the animals, even the deer, I've been seeing I mean, small. I hadn't seen any big bucks chasing yet, but while I've been out fishing, I've been seeing small bucks pushing the does a little bit. Man, I'm telling you, this thing is getting ready to kick off really fast. And last couple trips that I've been out, another for sure sign is when you're catching these fish and they're coming into the boat relieving themselves, and their guts are bulged like they got eggs. So the fall feed up is getting ready to happen, and it's going to happen pretty quick this year, I believe. I can't say that we're gonna have a bunch of cold weather coming, but we got fronts rolling through left and right now, and these fronts are bringing some rain, definitely bringing wind. We've had several, I think 6 or 7 inches past couple weeks out on the lake, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's definitely changed that lake a lot. Uh, for you guys that's fished Lake Houston, way from years ago, that brown that it used to be is back to that right now. And yes, it can be discouraging getting out there and seeing that water like that. But just about every lake can get off color a little bit. But man, when Lake Houston take a dump, it takes a dump. It turns. I mean, it's a mostly sandy lake. They got a sand pit way up north of the lake, and when that while they're working all that stuff up there, it flows downstream when we get rain. What's up, Jeff? We got Jeff. We got Jr. Mr. Fahim. Super Dave, of course. See some other guys in here a while ago. Anybody that's been out, be sure to post up your reports, and let's see what everybody else is coming up with around the area. Quentin, what's going on, my man? There's Squiddo. Who else we got in the chat? You got to excuse me if I overlook you. Payne says, "Good evening, everyone. Here to check on the Pole family and get SK's blood flowing." That's funny. That's funny right there. Murdoch says bite looked pretty tough on that last video. Yes, sir. It was a very tough day out there. And that trip we had a cold front come through. We had a full moon happening, and I'm telling you, uh 2 or 3 times, towards the end of that video, I got really quiet. I had to do some voiceovers. I had almost put in my mind, see, I'm not gonna do anything with this video because I mean, so many fish would come up and just barely nip that bait, man. And I've watched 3 or 4 other videos where guys were having the same thing, and it's just that time of year, when the feed is on, it's on really strong. But when it's off, man, you're having to almost beg these fish to bite. And I don't like doing that. I like going after the aggressive fish, and especially when I have clients on the boat. I want to push out there and go find those aggressive fish. There's several times that I'll be on some good fish, and you know there are certain things you have to do that I just can't expect a client on my boat to do, and it's rod work. And uh, it, you know, boat control means a lot. But on top of boat control, there's certain things you can do with your rod to help compensate, moving it left and right, pushing it forward, pulling it back. Because you can't just take that boat to that, get that fish to your target range, and then hit park in your boat. It don't work that way. But boat control consists of getting up there and just having enough momentum to get that fish, to your target range, and from there it takes rod work. And I know that you guys are probably listening to me saying, "What is he talking about?" There are things you can do with your rod that gives you more time to keep your jig on top of that fish and to have that jig in his face. Uh, and it's not just hold your rod in one position, because if your let me put it on this side. If your target range is 6 foot and that fish is at 7 foot, you won't be able to push that rod out there before that boat gets that fish to that 6 foot mark. You push your rod out there, and as your boat drift up there, that fish comes into that target range. You want to be pulling your rod back. I know there's a lot of people that's told me, how do you keep your jig on those fish for so long? And it is rod work. And I take the rod from the clients sometimes, even some of the guys that I fish with all the time, and they're focused on nothing but that screen. But I've said it several times before. There are so many more things you need to look at besides that screen. And one, if you have your transducer on the troll motor, you have to pay attention to the direction that troll motor is pointed. Two, is dealing with being able to push your bait out farther, or pull it in closer, or go right or go left, and you want to have that bait just as bright as that fish is. And if you're having to force feed these fish, uh, and special, now I want to explain something else too. I'm gonna come back to that point here in a minute. There's gonna be some guys that say, "Oh, well, everybody catch fish in muddy water all the time," but muddy water is not the problem. It's when it goes from fairly clear. I know you guys probably remember a few weeks ago I was talking about how clear Lake Houston is right now. So it's that change. I always tell you guys that that's the biggest hurdle that hurt the crappie fishing is change. Barometric pressure jumping, spiking up or down changes these fish. And but the water clarity, that change, is what affect them more than anything. Now, on a lake that's constantly muddy, guess what? It don't affect them. You can go out there and pound them in the head and catch a good, they're going to be aggressive if they're aggressive. But when that change happens, those fish turn very timid. They're very spooky. Uh, I was showing my client just the other day on live scope. Couple of times I seen a real small fish go by a crappie a little bit too fast, and that crappie just took off. He darted off. It spooked it. Now I don't know how long it takes for them to go from using a mostly visual, which I feel that they do in clear water, to using their lateral line, which I know that they use when the water's muddy. I don't know how much time that takes. I don't know how long it takes for them to get used to it, but I know that it is definitely a certain amount of time that it takes before they'll be adapted to using either or. And during that change, those fish are they're on the spooky side from what I've seen. So Super Dave, really do appreciate you, brother. He's doing what he do over there. He says you guys need to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And back to what I was talking about before, is you want that jig just as bright as the fish. And right now, they're they're not traveling nowhere. You got to have that jig right here. Well, let me put it right here because they're gonna be looking up. You don't want to write it right on their nose because they can't see it when it's right there. You want it right on top of their head. That way, because they mostly looking up, and it's taking some time to get them. You know, uh, and a fast moving jig gonna spook them. You get your boat up there, stomp, uh, plop your jig in the water. All of that stuff matters right now with these fish being so spooky. Jeff says, yes, the pole is the best if you want to catch big crappie. Yeah, the rod and reel pole. Yeah, I believe you. Yes, sir. All right, let me get down to these comments, see if we got anybody that's been out fishing. I talked to a couple of guys that's been out, and the little post that I put up on Facebook, I was saying that I knew that there was going to be some people that seen the fish that me and my client had caught and thought we were probably on a different lake. But howdy, folks. Hope y'all are catching the big ones. It's going coming up to that time. Jigs up. It's coming up to that time. Black smoke. What's going on, my man? Murdoch. I can't see through my crossbow scope till about 6:40. Yep, I'm telling you. About 7 o'clock is when I didn't know you hunt Murdoch. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Desmond, what's going on, my man? There's Slick. What's going on, Slick? There's Slab B. I know Slab B's been out there fishing. I know Slab has been fishing. Somebody throw some reports up there. Squiddo, have you been out on the lake? Payne, have you been out on the lake? I don't even have to ask this guy right here if he's been out on the lake. I know the answer to that one. I gotta mess with him. I gotta mess with Slick. I know he hadn't been fishing. Fishing 14, what's going on, my man? ASK, cool fall. Been having some 30s or lows here in Missouri. That's pretty cool, man. I can't wait. I'd much rather it be cold than hot. Torque, what's going on, my man? JLD. There's Kingfish. What's going on, Mr. Williams? Hutch. Here's Byron. Say he's going tomorrow. Well, good luck when you get out there, brother. Conroe slow for me today. For man, that's unusual coming from you. Usually you're on them. But these changes, these weather changes can affect this bite, man. I'm telling you. It can affect it big time. Fish biting okay. The Coosa been a little tough on the big fish. Got to hold it on them, but heard it's got better after cool front since last weekend. That's what's up. BRTP, what's going on, man? Mark, what's happening? Mark says the wind sucked when he went. Yeah, it's been tough here too. You know, and I always say that I don't care about well, I do care if it's 30 mile an hour, but a straight line wind, I don't. I'm okay with it. But it's when it blows from here, blows from there, blows from back there, blows from up here. So you're constantly trying to adjust your boat, and it makes it really tough. Makes it really tough. It's cool off here in Bama, thank God. Now the wind blows every day. I'll take the wind. Yep, I hear you. Yep. Fisher 14 says big fish not aggressive, small crappie or yep. But it's a good thing having all small crappie. There's Mark with catfish and crappie. What's going on, my man? They had their live going a little while ago. I got to spend a little time over there. Slappy says wind makes for better boat control. It's just part of it. I'll cuss it at first, 39 minutes. Then I ignore it after that. There you go. Mike Jones, what's going on, my man? Super Dave. Slick. Murdoch says my Tarova came with the cheaper remote control. From time to time, I'll have a delay, not more than a second. But to compensate, I anticipate that and position the rod so the jig still that's what I'm talking about right there. Not only is it boat control, it's rod control. I know that a lot of people, there's going to be some people asking, or just in their mind saying, "What the heck is he talking about?" But there are things you can do to keep that bait in that fish's face longer. And before that boat gets up there to hit your target range, push that rod out there to get you that fish. And before your jig pass him up, pull it back to him. And you really don't have to do that if they're aggressive, but when they're not aggressive and you have to keep that bait in their face, almost dead sticking it in their face is when that makes a big difference. It makes a big difference, huge difference. Speaking of troll motors, y'all know I was talking about I was having problems out of my Minn Kota Old Terrier. Everybody know I got the stow and deploy, and it's gonna be hard for me to leave that thing. But I got the parts. I replaced a belt and two arms, the little arms with the magnets on it to hit those sensors and tells it where it is, working better than it was when it was brand new. Lot quieter. I'm willing to bet that belt needed the tension adjusted on it, and it's for the head to turn. It's for the head to turn. It's so much quieter now. Murdoch say you got to. Are you gonna go with the Link, the iPilot Link remote? That's the one I got. It's the touchscreen one. It does all right. I don't know if you can change it. The trans. I think it may. You may. I'm not real sure. I've never. I thought the Troll mode had to be either iPilot Link or if it could be just iPilot, which takes the smaller remote, or it can be iPilot Link, and that takes the big remote with the touchscreen face. Fisher 14 says didn't make it to Twain. Oh, you're talking to Black Smoke. Friday was cold, wet, and windy. Caught a few standing hard on hardwood. There you go. There's Al Booster. What's going on, my man? So I don't think Steve may not. He may come in tonight, but he just got back from out of town. He was all backed up and tired. I already figured he probably wasn't going to be able to make it tonight, but that's understandable. LBG, I'm not for sure if he's at work or just getting off work or whatever. But so y'all may just have me tonight. Y'all just may have me for tonight. Yes, sir. Payne says Lake Houston fished good for me Monday and Tuesday, deep at the railroad tracks. Little windy in the evening. There you go. Socolé on fire in South Louisiana. There you go, Hutch. Stay at 'em, man. LB was white capping. Black Smoke says I caught more catfish than crappie with minnows. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of catfish moving around, especially down here with this rain we've had. We got a little bit of moving water, the stained water. All this stuff get those catfish active. There's a commercial guy that's on Lake Houston that do a lot of trout lining, and I seen him pull in 10 or 12 off of one run. So the catfish are doing real well on Lake Houston right now. Well, any lake after you get some rain, get a little moving water, get a little stain to it, that activates those catfish. Slappy says I don't have a spot lock troll motor, still cable steer old school. I got so used to one, don't think I could use a remote foot control or remote. My foot never leaves the pedal. You can get you don't have to get. See, I got the saltwater version, uh, but you can get like the Ultrex. It's basically just like the old school troll motors. You can use the foot pedals are really good on that troll motor, or even the Gorman Force. Its foot pedal is really nice and smooth. But it's the troll motors that's full electric steer that the remotes. I don't like the foot pedal remote. I'd rather use the handheld. But the Minn Kota Ultrex is a really good smooth troll motor. Not as smooth that, in my opinion, I think the Gorman is a little bit smoother on that slow turn, but they're both really good. I could do either or. Murdoch says, "Oh, I'm a die-hard hunter. I've got a 140. I'm chasing. Oh man, gonna leave him alone this weekend. Gonna chase crappie if the wind will let me. There you go. I don't have any big deer this year. I have more hogs than anything right now. So I got a camera on the. I've been having trouble with this. I don't know who he is, but this guy's been sneaking in on the lease over there. So I got a camera on the gate. I've been seeing more deer at the gate than I have at any of my feeders. If that mean anything to y'all, been finding them in mouth of creeks. Yep, on stumps and brush, 8 to 10 foot of water. Some on channel ledges to the same depth. Yep, yep. I've been fishing. A lot of the fish that I've been catching has been in 6 to 10 foot of water. 6 to 10 foot of water. Our water temp the other morning, today is Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, yeah, Monday morning, the water temp was no, it's Tuesday morning, 70 degrees. 70 degrees when just a few weeks ago it was 93, 94. Big change with these little fronts that we, past couple of fronts that we've had coming in. And I'll tell you this, you can see those fish. I mean, when you do get their attention, I mean, they're just slow, so slow. I mean, they just there's zero aggressive about these fish. Zero. What's going on, Jeff? Richard, went day after hard bite, only 9 keepers. Went Monday, still same problem. Tough times. There you go. Yep. Yeah, but I will say this, they gotta be feeding because all of the fish that I'm catching. And that's if you look at the thumbnail that I put for this live, you could all that mud that's on those fish that some people call it, that's them relieving themselves. And their guts are just stacked. I didn't cut any of them open, but I already know a shad that they're eating. Black Smoke says I had a fish rip a hole, had a fish rip a pole out of my boat when I went to get a drink. It happened so fast. 2 minutes later, I seen my pole came back up. What's the chances? There you go. Well, you're a lucky man to get that rod back. You're one lucky man to get that rod back. J Dub, good evening, SK. Was on Sardis today. Rough day for me. Had 3 keepers. Fish were easily spooked. Yep, I'm seeing that here too. Bait fish were everywhere. Yep, I'm seeing that here too. Lots of bait. I mean, everywhere. Mr. Gino says I've been getting my bigger ones on 2 minnows, 1 hook in the trees. There you go. Don't ever hear that. People doing that technique. That's something that's different. 2 minnows on 1 hook. Fishing 14 says crappie were deep and close to the bottom on hardwood. They sell just the iPilot remote. Yep, by 300 plus bucks. That's just a little better quality than what comes with it. 200 it ought to be. Well, I don't think that's not the link remote. iPilot link remote is 300 plus bucks. It will sync with my motor. There you go. There you go. Slap B says fished Coosa River Club tourneys last 2 weeks. You fished it? What? Super cool, man. Crappie Club last 2 weeks. Neely Henry last week. Logan Martin past Saturday finished 6th and 10th. Bite on big fish. Been very tough. Got wise in 2 weeks. Man, I didn't know you were. Do you just now starting the tournament slab? I remember you saying that you wanted to, but I didn't know you were gonna get in them like that. Miss Stephanie, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. There ain't no such thing as running late, but we appreciate you joining us. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get. SK foot pedal with spot lock. Yep, yep. The Ultrex is what you want though, man. That Ultrex is a real nice one. Or the Gorman Force. That Gorman Force is a beast too. It's a beast. Black Smoke says the wind was the enemy Saturday. Had to go close to coves. My boat sucks in 3 foot plus wakes. You get soaked. Yeah, that make it tough fishing too. Waves that big. I've used them on one friend's boat. The Force is awesome, and I'm not a fan of Lawrence, but the Ghost is good too. Yep, I've heard that too. Murdoch says, "Hang eat good." You got to help me on that one, Murdoch. You got to help me on that one. Hog, I ate. Oh, I hate autocorrect. Hog eat good. You better believe it. I'm not complaining because I'll tell you this. I prefer killing a wild pig than I do a deer for meat. If I'm in it for meat, but you got to have the bragging rights. So I like to get a decent buck too. Got to have them bragging rights. Now, I like to say I walk around with my chest poked out on my lease over there. Uh, and enjoy getting. I enjoy getting to do that. JLD says I know of one area that doesn't get too muddy in Lake Houston. Oh, really? Yeah, there are times that I'm talking about everywhere is a mud hole. And the farther north you go, the worse it gets. Either way, you could go, or even if you go up, especially if you go up to West Fork. West Fork, man, I don't know what didn't happen over there. It's been since they been doing that construction up north. They building houses farther up Lucy, and ever since they started that, Lucy's used to always be the clearer spot to go. But since they built them houses up there, I mean that thing turns like how I mean you could like you dump a whole bottle of cream in some coffee. It gets a real nasty tan color. Fish were wanting the micro baits when I went made a difference on bites. There you go. I used inch and a half and 1 3/4. There's JR. JLD. Is that in a swimming pool in someone's backyard? Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, the way it's muddy right now, it does get a little bit cleaner running south, but it's still not what it was. Mike, Greensboro, North Carolina. Matt Jones, hey guys, checking in from Iowa, Illinois. They're biting real good. Can't wait to get on the ice here soon. That sounds like it could be fun, man, but it has to be in your mind. What if? It has to be in your mind. What if? It has to be. Yes, my third one fished Neely Henry back in April. Okay. All right. That's all right. I'm learning this derby deal. Hey, I'll tell you what, it is addictive. It ain't easy winning these things. Yep. When you're going against guides and all these tourneys, I'm going to keep hammering. The thing is, Slap B, when you go out there, don't have no competitors, no other contestants in your mind. It's you, the fish, and the clock. That's all you got to worry about. Find the areas that hold the bigger fish. Don't fish them no other time. I had a client the other day said, "I know you're not taking me to your best spots." I said, "Man, you don't want to go to my best spots because they little stick ups like this that stick off the bottom. You may catch one, it may not be any of them. They're just little stick ups like this, but they're in the right depth in the right area, and those big fish sort of like it." So the areas that you use for your tournament fish, do not fish. Now, what I mean, you can go and look at them. You got live scope now, so you can go and look at them. Do not touch your tournament spots no other time. And once you get that, it's going to be very hard for somebody to beat you. Very hard. It's kind of a hidden protected area. Well, spill the beans, JLD. It's on the north end, really. 'Cause I hadn't found any area that I mean, the Lucy used to be the place to go to when it got really muddy, but not anymore. Not anymore. There's Crappie Day fish on. What's going on, my man? Yep, without a doubt. That clock be running. Yep, before you know it, you be like, oh man, I ain't got about an hour left. I like those tournaments where I'm riding around messing, jamming my blues an hour before the end of the tournament. Because I know on Lake Houston, during the summer months, if I hit 8.5, 9 pounds, it's smooth sailing. If I don't get first, I for sure got second. During the winter time or during the spawn, I know I gotta have at least 11 and a half to 12. If I hit 12, they gonna hit them blues playing. I'm riding around messing with folks. So, just gotta know your lake. And I know you do. You fish enough up there. You think time flies by fishing, fish a tournament one time, without a doubt. Without a doubt. DJ Cool, what's going on, my man? Just finished cleaning showroom at the furniture market. There you go. Mr. Big, what's going on, my man? See, it says little late. It don't matter. You here, brother. That's what matters. There's Darian. What's up, SK? Solo tonight. Yes, sir. Steve just got back into town, and I think LBG is at work. So here we are. Payne says, JLD, is there a all pump at that spot? No, that spot still get muddy. I know exactly what you're talking about. Or super shallow to get in there, but it got decent depth once you get in there. Ain't too many people know about that. I'm surprised you know about that, Payne. Walter Lee, what's going on, my man? Kenny P. So some of the things that I wanted to talk about tonight, dealing with this the fall bite. I'm telling y'all best get ready. I'm telling y'all best get ready. A lot of people want to talk about crappie season being in the spring. You can catch these fish year round. But I really enjoy the fall, winter, and early spring. Not spring, early spring when it's still cold. But these fish get pretty aggressive. If you like to feel a good thump, that wintertime thump don't get no better. It just don't get no better than a wintertime thump from a crappie. Slappy said, "Yeah, that's what I'm waiting to be asleep on picnic table at the." Yes, sir. But down here, I know that we have several guys here that fish the local lake to me. Uh, I wish I could get other people to come on the show that fish other lakes to give intel, helpful intel. Just talk about you don't have to give spots. I do not give spots. There's probably so many people that unless they see me on the lake, they have no clue of where I fish. And if you could be in a different state. I don't care if it's California, Florida. If you like to come on this show and talk about good things about your lake to help people put fish in their boat, man, hit me up. I put my number everywhere. I got my Super Day post up my email everywhere. And hit me up, man. We'll get you on the show. You can be at your house. We'll get you in here and let's just talk fishing. Let's build this thing up. Steve every now and then can get one of the tournament guys to come on. Speaking of Steve, here he is here. See if I can get him added in. Nope, I think he looks locked up down there. But every now and then Steve, can get one of these tournament guys to come on. We've had Lamar on, we've had Hayden on, but they're too big now. I don't think they'd even take the time to come on this show, but I'm willing to take the small people. I'm good with that. You don't have to be a reality star to come on this show and talk about crappie fishing. One thing that I will ask you to do is no cursing, keep it family friendly, and let's talk crappie fishing. If you can do that, hit me up. Let's talk fishing. I'll bring you on the show. I'll bring you on the show. And you don't even have to have live scope. Here, I don't know, 3 months back, 2 months back, I did a video out on Lake Houston on my dinghy before I put my live scope on there. just to show. I had Slick constantly telling me, "Man, go old school, go old school." I did that one time. And it's not that I don't like it, but I like live scoping more. And I tell everybody, you do not have to have live scope to catch crappie, but live scoping is a lot of fun. Seeing those fish react is just crazy. Pay no oil pump, okay? Mike, what's going on, man? Planting fall garden, man. You know I want to get into gardening so bad. Freshening things up to go sit on low water conditions. Yeah, we had all that rain out on the lake, and they done dumped it all out. It's even lower down before we had rain. They dumped a bunch of. I guess they're expecting us to get a bunch of rain, but Mr. Big said his lake turned over last week. Yeah, Lake Houston's dumped all of that water out of the lake. Crappie season. I remember them days. Winter time is crappie season for me, y'all. Can have spring. I'm with you. There's CNB. What's going on, my man? CNB been up there on them hogs too. Squiddo been up, got a bunch of hogs coming to his feeders. There's my email right there and my cell phone. That's a business line, but you can still call me on that. Most of the time, I don't answer. You have to leave a message. I have to call you back. But if there's anybody, I'd like to get Slap B on the show. I think I asked him once before, and he didn't want to come. Oh, like I see Steve moving down. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, he's moving now.
All
What's going?
right. What's happening, man?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Cool, cool.
I'm surprised to see you come in.
Oh, yeah. And I I was running late. I flew in today, and then a guy ordered live scope, took care of that, and then another guy
Yeah,
came and got a bunch of jigs, so he just left.
cool.
Then I had to feed my face real quick with some
Yeah,
of that good
yeah.
Texas food. I missed it for a little while.
There you go. So JLD said he got a spot on Lake Houston that I don't know nothing about. He said that even though it's super muddy everywhere right now, he got a spot that stays clear.
Oh, okay.
Not clear, but it stays clean.
Yeah.
Even when the rest of the lake is muddy. I can't think of anywhere that's like that on Lake Houston.
Oh, cool.
Yep. Kenny P says I fish year round, but I love the fall and winter without a
Man, the
doubt.
temperature here, I was like, it's nice here.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Even down here it's been nice.
Yep.
Dango Nation says live scope don't make them bite. But
Yep.
boy, it's fun using it and
Oh,
watching you.
yeah.
I say the same thing. I
Yep.
use it in all my videos. Yes, sir, but not buy. I'll tell. I've always told everybody, say if you don't want to buy a live scope, don't ever use it.
Yep.
If you use it, I'm gonna tell you, I went what 8 9 months
Yeah.
after I fished with you on it, and I was like, man, it's just not the same. Once you see live scope,
Oh, yeah.
it's not the same fishing
Yep.
the old way no
Yep.
more. Because that live scope gives you so much, man, but at the same time, it don't make them bite.
Right.
It does not make them bite.
Yeah, a guy bought Garmin today. He sold his active target. Yeah, he wasn't
Okay,
satisfied. Yeah. He went on a friend's boat with Garmin. He was like, oh, I got to get rid of this. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, live scope is just a different level.
yeah. Payne, I'll use your pole to hold my camera up. It's addictive to me. Just the stuff you find with
Yep.
forward-facing sonar
Yep.
is worth the money alone. I say the same thing.
Yeah, I was talking to the guy and I said I'd side scan an area, then I'd go back
Mhm.
and live scope and I'd find stuff I didn't find on side
Exactly.
scan. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Super
You know,
Dave.
back in the day, I used to think I was hot stuff. I'd put PVC out there, so live scope and all that. I mean, you could see it with 2D, but you couldn't
Right.
see it with side scan. Then when live scope, I'm talking about. I talk so bad about live
Mhm.
scope. I was like, man, that ain't right. They shouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, yeah, you find
But
anything.
yeah, it don't matter if it's
Yeah.
PVC. It don't matter. You can find it.
Yeah. What do you think about Hayden last weekend cleaning house?
Man, that dude,
Oh, yeah,
they
unreal.
went live on Facebook, and I put the question up, what is it gonna take to beat Hayden up by 5 times? Nobody wanted to tackle it. I think they all
Hey, fishing
scared, man.
14. Yeah.
I think they
Yeah, it's
all
unreal,
scared.
man. He's just
So
focused.
yeah, I finally said that question is for all of y'all, including Hayden. And you can see
Right.
the look on his face, like, yeah, dude, get out of here.
Yeah. King of the hill. It was pretty good. They shared a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
well, that's what happened here, SK. It was up 3 foot and all gone in 2 days. Yeah,
Man.
man, it's I don't know. I don't know.
Sid,
Got
what's happening,
pain
man? Hey,
and
Grenada,
all
man.
this.
They showed some good weights last weekend, Sid.
Yeah, only one 3 pounder. That surprised me.
Yeah. Yeah.
One three
What was it?
pounder.
336? What was it? A 306 or something?
Well, Miss Stephanie, it's not. It's more about the aggressiveness. They thump so much harder in the winter for me. And it's not the finesse bite. You can actually sometimes go up to, now not all the time, but sometimes you can go up to 1/8 or even bigger head sometimes, and they'll still thump it hard enough to where they take it in. Fishing one of less people, less boats. That too. That's my biggest thing is you don't have the recreational people out there. So a lot of places that I can't fish due to them,
Right.
I get to fish in the wintertime. Yep,
Slick, what's happening?
you got a lot of people hollering at
Yeah.
you right
Hey,
now.
Stephanie.
JR.
JR, how you like that transducer on your trolling motor, JR?
Yeah, Super Dave say he catches his larger fish in
Yep.
the
Yep.
wintertime,
Exactly.
plus very few on lake. Yep,
Yep. Oh yeah, they
without
get
a doubt.
big.
Yeah, they put that weight on.
Yep.
They pour it on.
Them trophy fish coming.
Yep, few people on the lake. Yes, sir. These folks say far-fetched sonar is ruining the fishery. I don't buy it. I say the same thing. I throw so many fish back now. I bet I caught over 100 Sunday. Everyone back in the lake.
Cool.
Post far, probably not.
Yep.
Yep. And I'll tell you this: there's still a lot of people that I know that even like that last video I put out, man. Most people would not stay at it the way I did. They would just say, "Hey, they not biting today," and go home.
Right.
You do get to see a lot of fish. Well, now I'll tell you this: down here, these fish seem like that. I've been saying this for years, like they go under the dirt.
Right.
And if y'all watched that video that last one I just put out, man, it was so many fish that was up under the structure that it was unreal. Most people won't be able to see those fish. You
Right.
know, not that I'm just that much better, but I take pride in seeing those fish. So Walter Lee, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Walter.
Uh-oh. JLD says it's close to one of your brush piles. Uh-oh.
One of the 1,000.
Yep. Steve, can you get good pricing on Dexter tie down? 3,500 pound 5 lug.
Yeah, I
Will
haven't I
Barrington.
haven't checked. I haven't got no pricing yet. I'm gonna do it. The guy that bought bought live scope today, he actually works at a trailer place in Dallas. That's what he does for a living. And we were talking about the vault, and we were talking about the other brand with the hybrid grease and stuff. Yeah, and he knows
Hmm.
all about it. He's gonna try to see what he could do for me. So hopefully he can. He works at a trailer place, so they could probably get a lot cheaper. But Dexter's the big dog in the game now for trailers.
Hmm.
They purchase like everyone's axles.
Yeah. Hey, let me grab another water real quick if you
Okay.
don't mind. Jig, you got to reply to Jigs up anyway.
Okay. Cool, jigs up. Yep, boathouse is done. Skeeters in the cradle. Do you still have Denali rods? Let's hook up and go. All right. No, I got some Ozarks. I got 13, 15, and 17 footers. Yeah, so just hit me up. Shoot me a text. I just got back today, so the next couple weeks I'll be rigging this Ranger out. I just got that 522. It's in my shop right here. I got back-to-back boats. I got my Stratus and then my Ranger in front of it. So you can probably see it. Let me see if I can move this camera. I got a full kitchen in here. There's my Stratus, and then in front of that, I don't know if you can see it. My Ranger's in front. I got the lights off down there. That's the restroom in back of me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We cooked some good fish in that kitchen
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was up there.
That was the first time cooking in that thing. Yeah, my buddy Pat, he's going to come down. We're going to do some gumbo and some jambalaya on it.
Cool. What you think about them blackened tacos? Blackened crappie tacos.
Good. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, one of a kind.
Yeah, I try to fill my clients in.
Yeah.
When while we're at the filleting table on some of my best.
You should do a cooking video with it.
Yeah, I've did it with the blackened before, but
yeah,
everybody asks me to do more cooking videos, but man, it's just I get home and I'm ready to just get the cooking done. And
right.
JLD says I don't have live scope, but I'm definitely saving money for one. Yeah, it takes dedication to get it. Either put it on a card and pay it off. It's an investment.
Yep.
It's an investment for sure. Slide B says Ronnie Caps told me at the Crappie Expo. Told me all Hayden is doing is giving the fish a better presentation than others. Well, I think he's just finding the right fish.
Yeah, and
he moves a lot more than people think.
Yeah, and he's just doing everything precise. Everything he's doing, good.
Yeah.
Like some guys aren't good with this and this and this.
I'll say this, and I've mentioned this several times before. Even just last week, if you go out and fish a spot, you're not going to do good. You got to go out and hunt.
Yep.
And don't just settle for catching a fish. You got to go out there and look for those special fish.
Yep.
And know what they look like and know where they are at. And a spot not going to cut it. You got to hunt those fish down.
Yep. Yeah, because I think it was 10 o'clock. He didn't have one fish in the boat.
I'm telling y'all, one of these times, I can't say that it's going to be in no tournament in Tennessee or Alabama and all of that, but one of these days, me and Hayden will cross paths in a tournament. But I got a bunch of other people that I need to give them a taste of the SK style of fishing before I do that. But if I can do what I'm doing on Lake Houston, y'all don't understand how Lake Houston is. Lake Houston is a lake that there's so many people that just gave up on it. It's unreal. It's a really tough lake to fish. And not always looking for the easy way out helps you stay consistently on fish. There's work you just have to do. Payne says the pole would be a great place for the camera. Front row seat to see them fish swinging in. Yes, ma'am, Miss Stephanie. This is a Facebook group that we got going on Facebook. Any of you guys on Facebook, be sure to join in over there. We talk about a lot of the same stuff that we do here. I encourage, especially the guides. If there are guides that we got a couple that post on there. I'm not looking for them to just come on in and advertise. Advertise is fine as long as you do a report to help people out. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Slide B says Ronnie Caps, one of the best guys I've ever met. We tried. He's supposed to be coming on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him up again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him up again. I'll do that. He broke his arm, so he was down a while. He hasn't fished the tournaments in a minute.
Yeah, he's down to earth. He's a real down to earth guy. Yep. Gerald says need more practice on the water, Steve. I think once I get it figured out, I know it will help me.
Oh yeah, just have to keep at it.
Not necessarily, not just open water crappie, even ones on the brush pile.
Yeah, it'll help you with your boat control.
Yep. Payne says that last video was like baseball. with all those swing and misses. Yep, they were very, very finicky that day. I've had those days also. Yep. If a person say they've never had days like that, they
Yep.
don't fish enough.
Yep.
Walter says, SK, before live scope, you were a small structure specialist. Did live scope change that? I do fish more big stuff now because I'll pass by and I'll see some fish on it and just go over there and catch them. But even with clients now, I'll still fish some stumps, but I try to find a structure that got more than 2 or 3 fish, and that's sort of kind of hard to do on Lake Houston. It's kind of hard to do, but if I'm gonna tournament fish, I'm gonna do a stick up. It'll be mostly stuff like this that I'll fish, and they hold fish. George Baker, what's going on, my man?
What's up, George?
Thumbs up or lacking? Change that, please. Thank you, thank you. Steve Coleman is awesome guy too. They're really humble. Yep, without a doubt. I seen that when I got to talk to uh Ronnie Caps. Yep, there's Limits Tackle,
Yep.
contact info,
Appreciate it.
and email. Oh, Jeff say get his trailer parts at Husky Trailer. I've
Oh,
dealt with them
okay.
some too.
That's in your area.
45.
Okay. What's McLean's, the place you get your trailer, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
deal with now.
I heard a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
people deal with
yeah,
them.
yeah. They do mostly saltwater stuff. They do
Yeah.
freshwater stuff too, but a lot of the saltwater guys use them.
Yep, Payne. I have them in stock, man. I can ship it tomorrow. It'll go out Thursday. You'll probably get it Saturday, maybe the next day, because when I ship to Oklahoma City, next day it's there. So
Yep,
Houston's right down the road.
yep. Better presentation when he finds them and covers a ton of water.
Yeah.
When you put 5 TMS on back of your troll motors on back of your boat,
Yeah.
covering water.
Man, you see, Dub L Seat, he came out with a power brake version with 4 trolling motors back there, 2 forward, 2 reverse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's all by remote. Hits the remote, drops the trolling motors in the water, and then it turns them on and off with a remote.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Guess how
Yeah.
much? $5,700
Wow.
for the
That's what the
entire.
that's what the troll motors too.
Yeah, they're 50 something pound trolling motors.
What's the one that Bill Uncle Bill dealing with now? It's
Power brakes.
power break or something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
that's a manual, still manual.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
This,
they lifting.
yep, by remote.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a game changer right
yeah.
there.
Hayden and
That's a game
Lamar.
changer.
Hayden and Lamar is on it.
Oh,
They get,
really?
yeah, they're on. He mentioned their names on it. They're going to be testing. Yeah, so they're going to
Wow.
be on that project.
JLD says not having live scope doesn't stop me from catching crappie. That's right.
Yep.
You do not have to have it. You just don't fish with somebody that got it, because once you do, man, I'm telling you, if I would have never fished with Steve right now, I'd be still saying, man, I don't need no live scope. But once you
Yep.
get a taste
You
of it,
better be ready.
it's always in the back of your mind. Nope, nope, nope. Not mentioning pole.
Yeah, them guys were catching fish like 2 to 5 foot of water, them big fish.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Fisher 14 says, time to look at the back of my eyelid, guys. Okay, brother, we appreciate you
Yeah,
coming
take
in.
care, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I'll start the TM pole deal. I don't want to tie up a hand using a pole. I've got to use it on TM, hands free, both on my rod. Just
Yep.
saying, I'm with
Yep.
you.
Yeah, if you notice when Hayden's fishing, he's not doing a lot of movement with that jig, you know.
Yeah. Last time I checked that spot, it was full of bass. I was catching one on about every other
Yep.
cast. Okay. I don't know of a spot that don't get muddy though. Steve, has that Ranger hit the lake yet?
Nope, not yet, man.
Which do you like better, old or new? Know the question. Know the
Once I
answer
get
to
on
that one.
the water. Nah, it's I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I just got back today, and I ordered some more stuff. So tomorrow, I put a recessed trolling motor tray in, so I got to vacuum the carpet, get that all cleaned up, and yep, just gonna work at it slow.
Cool. So, guys, I'm gonna do a little advertising tonight. I think I'm gonna give away a hat. I'm not sure. I may have a choice. Let you choose what color. Right, that's black. I do not have any more of the blues. I've gave the blues away. That's my personal right there. What else I got over here? Got the gray. Got the orange and gray. So we may do one of these tonight. Oh, I got buckskin too.
Oh,
Buckskin.
cool.
That's pretty pimp.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna do a hat giveaway tonight. Got some giveaway trips coming up soon too. That's gonna be happening a little bit more often. I'd like to get the veterans involved on this too.
cool.
So we may do 1 month, do a veteran, and then do the next month. But I'm going to tell you guys, I really appreciate y'all putting the word out there to help support me on my guiding business, and also getting people to participate on the YouTube stuff.
Cool.
I'd really appreciate it. There's Burn Unit. What's up, everyone? It's heating
What's
up in
happening?
Tennessee, starting to move shallower and getting more aggressive. I can't wait until that happens here. But now I'll tell you, the only reason why they're shallow here now is because of the muddy water. That's my opinion for right now. Y'all don't understand the mud that I'm talking. This water it's it's about as bad as I've ever seen it right now.
Hey, Darren. Yeah, man, come on down, man. I'm back. So
Yep. Yeah, I had a trip scheduled for tomorrow, and then one guy that hit me up and was saying that he really wanted to go. I was like, man, tomorrow's just not going to be the day. You know, it rained a lot, not a whole bunch last night, but it rained just about all night and up until about 2 or 3 o'clock today. It was a nice, heavy, steady drizzle, and that lake is just it would be tough for me to take a brand new client out there and put him on some good fish. JR says slab buster. That is why I moved mine to the pole, and from pole to TM. Got tired of feeling like in one hand man. Yep. Rod in one hand, troll motor, remote in the other hand. Yes, sir. Who was the guy on live in the tournament with the pole and hand control? It was mounted with his trolling motor. Huh? Who was
I
the
don't know.
guy on live? Oh, LB. That's LBG. Live
There's
in the tournament
yeah, there's
with.
a couple guys. They're running 2 live scopes. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
running
no,
2 live scopes.
LBG got a hand controlled troll motor, but his transducer's on his troll motor.
Yeah. Now
And
they're talking
speaking
about
of him,
in some tournament.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey,
LBG.
what's happening, man?
What's up, Steve?
I'm gonna be right back.
All right.
Yeah, I stopped in for a hot minute. I just walked in the door.
Oh yeah. I figured you were still at work.
Yeah. I just walked in the door.
Yeah.
Talking about this old muddy water, huh?
Yeah, man. What's your rod and reel combo that you use? I use Denali. Um, and if you vertical jig the reel, I'm telling you, do not waste money spending 80, 60, 80, 90, $100 on a reel on a vertical jigging or on a long rod. Only time I advise you to do that if you're going to do some casting, maybe some dock shooting or something like that. But on a vertical jigging rod, get the cheapest, smallest spin cast, bait cast, whichever you prefer. All it's going to do is hold line. That's all it's going to do. And I use the little Denali D50s. LBG, you with what's the name of that rod you with?
Outlaw.
LBG use Outlaws.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve used everything under the sun. He
Oh
got
yeah,
the
I use
Dallies. He
everything,
got.
man. Yep. Depends on the length. I use
Yep.
anything from a 5.5 footer to a 17, 18. I got some 18s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the long rods, but if I need to use it, I'll
Sometimes you
use
gotta
it.
have them.
Yep.
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 Sometimes you gotta have them.
Yep. For them big fish, sometimes you need them.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
winning that hat. Get out the way, y'all. Jesse, what's going on, my man?
This.
Payne says,
Hey,
Steve, I sent you a PM on Messenger about that rod.
Yep. I was just going to reply.
Mern Unit says it's actually crazy how muddy y'all's water is. Yes, sir, it is. I mean, if you guys follow me on Facebook, I posted a picture of my live well, and some of the fish were nose down. You can see their tail, and that's about all you can see of it. Their tail, and after that, the fish disappears. That's how muddy it is. Let's get busy, thumb slackers. Thank you, Crappie Day Fish on. You say thumb slackers. Jeff says, Steve, when you going get your website up and running to make it easier to place orders?
Yeah, I need to do that, Jeff. That's been on a thing, but I'm trying to find a hosting service. So I'm just gonna have to. I've been asking anyone that builds websites, to help out, and I'm like, nah, everyone just wants to fish. So yeah, that's in the works.
Right.
Murdoch says that their lakes are very clear. So that's why Lake Houston was before we got this last round of rain. See, it says nope, nope, nope. It's all good. We can talk about something else. See it? We good.
Yeah.
We ain't even talk about the pole. I mean, if you catching fish, it's all good. That's all that matters. Jr. Yes, I understand. It ties up a hand. Murdoch hollering at you, LBJ. Everybody hollering at you.
Yeah, I hit him. So I hit him back.
Oh, you already have? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you down there.
Did you get the wave points moved over?
No, I tried. I looked at that video before I talked to you. It wasn't. I don't have the same settings.
Yeah, I'll figure it out, and then I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Okay. I'm loving it there. Ain't used it but one time, but it's good.
That's what's up. He is fishing against Hayden Jeffrey. Oh, you talking about the jumbo guy? Yeah, he won. That's one of the guys that got drawn to do that tournament deal.
Oh yeah, they haven't posted the video yet.
No,
right?
Hayden's not in that one. You got what's your boy name? Jordan Sanders and
Kel Ward.
Kel Ward, I think. Yeah,
and somebody else.
Yeah.
The Ozark Challenge or something.
Yeah. Yep.
45 thumbs up. I just did mine.
LBG hard to beat them Outlaws. I've got 4.
Yeah, I think I got 6 or 8.
I had to fish with them one time. They all right.
What
they ain't no Denali, but they all right.
What size you use? The 12-foot or more, or?
I kind of use a 12-foot more, but I use that 11 a lot. I think the SK used the 11-foot one.
I like 11-footer better. Yeah. Just the weight and the feel.
Yeah, I like the 10.
Yeah.
The 10s is especially with the Denali rods, man, they're so light. It's like you're using a 6-foot rod almost. Yeah. I got something flying around. I got some bug in my house, y'all.
I use that 12-footer though, most of the time.
He shut and broke the door.
That's funny. Broderick, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Broderick.
Larry says just bought 3,100 amp hour batteries.
Oh, cool.
Now I have to save up to go fishing.
Hey, what brand do you go with, Larry? I was just curious. I like knowing what people are using.
Oh, 3,100 amp.
Yeah, 3,100 amps. Yeah.
I'm saying 3,100 amp.
I saw 3,100 amps the other day for $669.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, shipped. I just bought a 100 amp for my electronics. I think I paid $319. Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up front in one of the center rod locker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to start rigging it tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, I got my shop full now. I got a car, 2 boats.
You back home?
Yeah, I just got back today.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got back and I was out cold. That old man syndrome went to sleep.
Somebody was
Hey,
telling me, I forget who
I'm
they
about
was
to go.
talking about that the other day. Talking about you could tell when you're getting old when you start taking naps during the day.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
sleep last night. We got to leave the house at 4:30 in the morning and driving through
Yeah.
Boston.
All three. Now, yeah, but they got the new one coming up. They hadn't. I don't
Yeah,
think they did it yet.
the
The
second guy. Yeah, the
fishing.
guy with the John boat. That's gonna be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I forget what lake they was on, but that's coming up.
Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I keep waiting for those lithium batteries to come down a little more. I doubt they do,
Yeah,
unless you
they
get an
Probably
off
won't.
brand.
Yeah.
You can get an off brand for
Yeah,
300 bucks.
I'm gonna be a dealer pretty soon. I'm gonna start working on it.
hold on one second.
So
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, I broke tips on 5 other brands of 12-foot rods, not naming them. You get the long rods, man. If you handle them wrong, there's a
Yeah.
certain. I see a lot of people that choke up on their rods. Man, that's the
Yeah.
worst thing to
Yep.
do.
Yep. Yep.
You always want to keep your hand back there
Yep.
on that handle.
Exactly. That's what they're made for.
Murdoch, the water temps has dropped down here to Wednesday, Tuesday morning. The water temp started off at 70 degrees when 2 or 3 weeks ago it was in the 90s. 70 degrees and got up to 74.
Okay. Man, it
Yep,
dropped
it's
quick.
it's made up very quick. Yeah, all of that rain, man, all that rain, the
Yep.
wind, and then we had a couple of nights that got down pretty cool. It dropped that water down really quick. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna give people a little sneak peek at this Ranger over here.
There you go.
I'll turn the lights on. It's a mess because I got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
I got cutting the floor open, putting that trolling motor tray in.
cool.
But that's the Stratus right there. It's
Yep.
in back of me, and then
Let me hold on a minute. Let me blow you up.
yeah, here's the Ranger right here. Yeah, it's
It's
the
super
front
clean
deck.
boat,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's without any buffing. Yeah, he
yep,
hadn't even
yep.
buffed
I
it
ain't
out
done
yet.
nothing to it yet. So then there's the motor. It's got a
How many?
250.
Yeah, how many of you have ever heard? Put it back. Was it that the Mercury Pro XB? How many of
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
ever seen a
That's
Mercury
the
X
yeah,
Pro
that's their
XB?
racing version, racing engine
Yeah,
they built. They said it puts out about 280 horsepower.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the deck's real wide up front. Yeah, it's real wide.
Don't trip and fall now walking
No, no,
backwards.
no. Yeah,
Yep.
almost filled my shop up. My shop's 75 foot long, so
Yeah.
Ranger takes about 26 foot.
Yep. So Burn Unit says I don't know what it is, but my buddy runs his live scope from a blue top Optima, and he has a better picture than. But see, the thing is, as long as you got 12 volts, a current of a strong 12 volts, high volts don't mean anything. It's possibly his wiring than anyone I've seen with similar settings. He runs the 2-wire transducer and never has updated. That makes a difference too.
Yeah.
That makes a difference too. Some of the older uh, updates run a lot cleaner picture,
Yeah, in different
but you
days.
don't have all the options. You don't
Yeah.
have all the options though.
I'll
You
fish
get
one day,
the
it'll look clear. I go to another lake next day and it looks different. It's
yeah
just it's weird.
bottom hardness and all that plays a big role.
Nah, Jimmy Houston. It's all over the boat, though. It's probably Jimmy Houston's boat. You never know.
Possibly best tournament boat in history, best riding, and will take rough
Yeah,
water. Yep.
yeah. It's a beast.
Steve gonna turn that other boat into a brush pile.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all the electronics off. That'll take a day. That's easy. The way they do stuff now, it's pretty simple.
Yeah,
The beat down and
that's super cool.
put the music, jam it, and go on.
All right, guys, there you go for the. I'm gonna do the hat. Do the hat giveaway. That'd be super cool. Do the hat giveaway. Any of you guys that are new here, to be entered into this giveaway, you have to be subscribed to the channel for this giveaway tool to pick you up. Steve gonna turn. Yeah, I did that one. Love a Ranger. My 87 Ranger still going strong. There you go. Murdoch, you got a Ranger too? But it ain't that nice. Okay, I got a Ranger, but it ain't that nice.
Yeah, if you guys need hand ties, Gray Ghost, the bag's full. I probably got a couple thousand tied up.
Huh.
Got some blue and chartreuse.
Yep.
Bluegrass. Got some gray blue.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, and then some black and chartreuse. Yeah.
Yep.
And I have a bunch of. Then I have some gray ghosts with crinkle paint on them. The head's a crinkle paint. Let me try to take one out. It's a black crinkle with a number 6 hook. Let's see. Yeah, it's a crinkle paint. You can see it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, that crinkle paint.
Yeah. What about the other? You got some of the other hand ties?
No, that's all I had in front of me.
Oh. Because you got some new stuff coming too, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna run a special on like a lot of. I have so much stuff: braid, graph cleaner, all the Mad Fishing products. I'm gonna run a sale on them. Let's do it next. I'll start the sale next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll announce it on here.
Like do a list and then we'll just
yeah
post it on there.
Then I got Gamakatsu boxes, 2 sizes.
Yeah, we'll post it on the Facebook page too.
Yeah. I'll put that together this week.
Yeah. What about the jig eyes? You still doing the jig eyes?
Yeah, I have some reptile. I'll get some pictures of them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know you bought a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm. They're almost gone. I need to get some more.
Murdoch says he has a 1984 Ranger, 17-foot outboard. Tim, all my extras are new. Handles rough water well.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Garmin trolling motor on it. I'm gonna repower it next year. Probably just go with a 250 4-stroke. I'm thinking of 300, but I'm like, do I really want to kill myself that early? I want to live a few more years.
Yeah. How do I get it back? I'm trying to get my giveaway tool back. Oh, right here. Is that it? Nope. Oh, y'all. How do I get my giveaway tool back? There we go.
Yeah.
This is for a SK's hat. SK Crappie Catching Adventures. Black's pretty cool too. I like that one. That one too.
Yeah, like I have flash, chartreuse flash, and there's just so much stuff.
Yep. This blue is plate. I like that one good. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
The double blue.
Yeah. And they vented in the back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
These are the Richardsons.
Yeah.
Richardson's 112s. Yeah.
Keep it cool.
Yep. Hold'em Hook TV. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Mike G.
Don says his ankle's getting better. Boat still 0 hours.
Oh man.
It's good to hear that it's getting better though. It won't be long. Kenneth says, new to the channel, love your contacts. Thank you.
Thanks, Dennis. You got a trip with Tommy, right? Friday?
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
What lake?
Houston.
Oh, cool.
Mine's old 87 Ranger ride's awesome.
Oh, sweet, Mike. Yeah, I can't wait.
JR says 82 watching, only 51 likes.
Yeah, let's bump it up a little bit.
There's some people watching that don't like crappie fishing. All right, here we go. It's gonna slow down on the entering. Let's do this draw real quick. Good luck to everybody. Let's see who the lucky winner's gonna be.
My winning's gonna be Powerball tonight.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
1.7 billion.
BRTP Outdoors.
Right.
I'll be.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah, person won
Congratulations.
$1 million right up in Mansfield, right above me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was what's today? Monday night they won.
Uh-huh.
Yep. $1 million.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Dylan says, I give the boat some love every morning to work. Crappie Day Fish On says, I have a 73 Ranger, second year for Forest Woods against bass boat. Original bass boat. Not operational yet, but hopefully someday.
Cool.
73 Ranger.
You know what? I'm gonna Google Jimmy Houston's boats, and he might have had a Ranger before. I'm pretty sure. He's pretty popular.
Mm-hmm.
Because even the trailer has his stickers on it. I went and bought some Gugon. That stuff's getting off. Unless he wants to donate a new motor to me.
Yeah. Super cool. These hats, I've got a few of them out that's being tested just to make sure everything holds up on them. And I have these for purchase coming soon. Coming soon. Coming soon.
Yeah, I'll do giveaways next week once I catch up on all this.
Yeah, you gotta get caught up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another one here after a while. I'm gonna do some jigs.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna get out of here, y'all.
All right, LBG.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, you've been hard at it. We'll holler tomorrow.
Okay.
Appreciate you coming on either way.
Oh yeah. You fishing in the morning?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
How's the weather over there?
Well, it ain't raining right now. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's not raining now.
Do some night fishing. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, it rained all morning with no wind.
Yeah.
And then once the rain got ready to stop, the wind picked up.
Oh man.
Yeah, I hadn't been out there since it's been dark, but that wind, it got pretty bad this evening.
I gotta put my truck in the shop, so my truck went out on me, so I gotta put it in the shop. Yeah.
Man.
Well, we'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all take care.
All right, LBG.
All right,
appreciate
care,
it.
Man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
All right.
Oh, he has a dealership I didn't know that, in Oklahoma. Jimmy Houston.
So Hank Parker as well. Always has. Steve, my first time using your baits they produced.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the
support, what's very special. Not only do they work, but what's very special about Steve's baits is how long they last.
Yeah.
And I'll tell everybody, do not use a jig with the bait keeper on it. Yeah. That's that collar that's up there right beneath the head. I promise you, if you find the right color where you're getting bit, you'll go through 2 or 3 trips and using the same bait.
Yeah. And then I'm got some stuff in the works. I'm gonna be doing some live minnow baits. I'm working on some stuff, and it'll mimic a minnow perfectly. So that's going to be coming up.
Yeah. Yep. Everybody hollering at LBG.
Yep.
Yep. They get a new boat every year.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right,
Man,
DJ Cool.
a new icon every year. Man, I see $140,000.
Yeah.
Man, temperature control live well.
Yeah.
On the digital pad, you want your live well at 68 degrees, and it keeps it there all day. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. Jeff say Lake Conroe was nice today when I went over 10. What time did you go over it, Jeff? It showed to be raining up there until 1 or 2 o'clock. I wanted to get up there pretty bad, but only thing about a Ranger, you better have a good truck and transmission.
Yeah,
They heavy.
yeah. I think this one's 1950. The weight on it is pretty heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, burn unit. You can do that or just buy your heads from Steve.
Yeah, yeah.
But cutting my, I bought. I can't tell you how I had so many jig hooks, and that's what I did too. Was just cut the collars off, and then I started getting all my jig hooks from Steve. With all those logos on it, for sure, originally came from his dealership.
Yeah.
Whether he fished out of it or not.
Right.
Yep.
I wonder what area he lived in. You know that, Murdoch? I know it's Oklahoma, but I don't know Tulsa or.
Yeah. Yeah, the rain had stopped by then. But I'll tell you what, around 5:30, that wind was howling here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a real bad northeast wind this evening.
That's one thing I can't wait to see how that boat handles in the wind, you know. So I like fishing in the wind, so it should do pretty good.
Junior Two Wheels. I guess that's a question for you, I believe, Steve. How long till you're back on the water?
I'd say 2 weeks probably. I got a lot. I got probably 50 items in the mail to put on. So,
yeah.
And most of the stuff I don't have to. I don't need it till fish. So I'm gonna do what I need to fish, and then I can fish in it and actually keep doing stuff as I go. A lot of cosmetic stuff that I don't have to do.
Yep, there you go, right there. Murdoch said it back in April. He caught 158 crappie.
Yep. Oh,
on
man.
an inch and a half. In 1.5 days on 1.5 inch split tail.
Man, that's some good stuff. I like hearing that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slide B said, yes, my buddies run Z21 Nitros. It has climate control.
Live well, yep.
Yep, it tells you everything. I'm like, dang, that's nice.
Yeah, that price. I looked at a Ranger online the other day. It was a Z21, $109,000.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, you said that Jimmy Houston lives in Suffolk.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look it up.
Dunn says they need to design a built-in live well with side slots to keep. You can put ice, to keep the water cold.
Hey, there's a guy, Bub's Daddy, on Facebook. He has a setup like that. He has a cooler you put, and it runs it through your live well, and it keeps your water cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he advertised it the other day.
Yeah,
if you guys are into live well, like keep the fish alive, check out that Bub's Daddy. Yeah. He's out of Mississippi. Oh, he's a genius on live well design.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to have him do all my stones and stuff for my live well.
Yeah. Gerald says, Steve, when you come to Houston, I will give you all the leg collars I cut off. Jeff, no, Steve is in, I'm in Houston. LBG's in Houston. Yeah. Steve's in Midlothian.
Yeah. I need to make I'm going to make a trip down there. Every time I say it, then something else and this.
Something comes up.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we're going to do some winter fishing down there.
Cool. D Sauce, what's happening? Slappy, yeah. For what he paid for it, it should fillet the fish for you. Yep.
Yeah, them boats, no joke.
Yes, sir.
And then imagine sales tax on $110,000. Yep. That's what people don't think about. You know, they're paying $110,000 for a boat. In Texas, I think it's 6.25%. I just registered mine. I think it's 6.25% I paid. That ain't no joke right there.
Takes money.
Yep.
Takes money.
For a guy that goes out twice a month, I don't even know if it ain't even worth it. You think about it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any of you, I'm gonna do a jig giveaway real quick. Steve, we pushing an hour and a half already.
Okay.
If you're good with it, man, I hadn't seen. I've been pushing people to put questions out there if they have any questions. I think I covered just about everything to help people get on, especially down here on Lake Houston.
Yeah.
Even Conroe with the cooling water temps, expect those fish to be on ledges strong, a little bit shallower than you've probably been catching them. And a lot of people think that the fish go deep in the wintertime. I'm gonna tell you something. Do not overlook the shallow water.
Yeah.
Do not overlook the shallow water because I see it year in and year out. The coldest water I've ever fished on Lake Houston was 42-degree surface temp. Or was it 38? No, yeah, 42-degree surface temp. And I was catching fish in 8 to 10 foot of water.
Yeah.
So don't think those fish run deep when that water gets cold. They love that cold water. So any of you that have not entered into the drawing, go ahead and enter now. It's crazy that they will.
Yeah.
Yep. I missed you when I was in Dallas area September 8th to get that sample pack.
Yeah, just send me a message and we'll take care of that. And then I tie 132nd hand ties. Somebody asked that.
Yeah.
I do them also. I do every size jig head you can imagine. I do them. Everything's custom made for the people, so.
Yep.
Then the interest, yep.
Finance a boat for 15 years. Steve, are you okay?
Yep.
There it is.
Put me up. I make everything all the way up to 164ths.
Yeah. I'd have to do 30 years or more. Yeah, the price they get on these new boats, man, I'm telling you, hey, it ain't no joke.
The nitros used to be reasonable. Now they're probably 100,000.
Exactly. Come on, Super Dave.
I want to
got all that money.
Profit on a boat is, you know what I mean? Like a boat dealer.
You best believe they getting a good profit.
Oh, yeah.
They are getting a good profit. Not until I win the lottery.
Yeah. You might be a winner.
Bad thing is, I don't even play the lottery.
Oh.
I don't even play it. Steffi say I'm winning that. Done say pay cash. Crazy interest rates. You know, he got that brand new boat he hadn't taken out yet.
Which one?
That's
right. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's do this drawing real quick. This is gonna be for a sample pack. LT baits, Lemons tackle baits. You won't be disappointed. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. I should be writing this down, man. My memory's Super Dave. That's easy to remember. We got them. We got him. Now I better now. Super Dave hit me up. I almost mail this stuff out tomorrow. I'll mail it out tomorrow. Well, guys, I don't see any questions popping up. I think I gave some good information to help y'all get on fish. Keep an open mind when you're out there. Congratulations, Super Dave. Congratulations, BRTP.
Yep. Cool. Good stuff, man.
It's been a very long day for me. I got another long day tomorrow.
Yeah. Same here.
And we're gonna end it a little early tonight. Yeah. But I'm telling you guys, even Lake Houston, if you're wanting to get out there and catch, I'm gonna tell you, do not settle for fishing in one area. Move. That's the ticket. And as long as this water's super muddy, maybe 3 or 4 more days, they'll get acclimated to it. But as of right now, these fish are going to be super spooky. Any little thing, You stomp your foot, you drop something in your boat, you drop your jig in the water too fast, any of that stuff. And on top of that, 6 to 12 foot of water. They these fish, they're not deep. So any little noise you make, you run your troll motor too hot, you're gonna spook these fish. Um, I posted the colors that's been working good in this muddy water. I know a lot of people not gonna believe me, but that hot white, I'm telling you, that hot white, that muddy water works really good. Gold Dust Pearl showed out a little bit, and then Pearl did really well on my last trip out there. So if you don't believe me, jump on the boat with me. I'll get you out there and get you on some fish. And that's about all I got.
Yep. Cool, man. Yep.
Dunn says you fellas have a great rest of the week and
Yeah.
super weekend. Thank you, Dunn.
Yeah, I'm back. So all the orders, I got a list, and I'm gonna stop back tomorrow. So whoever's messaged me in the last couple of weeks, I'll send you a message in the morning, and then we'll get your stuff knocked out.
Okay. Steve,
And
is
look
it
for some
okay?
new colors coming out
Drop your
too.
link
I'm
out
gonna
here
start
on
doing
the
some
Lake Brownwood
shift
page.
changing colors. Yeah, some shift changing that depends on which way you look. It'll be a different color.
Yeah.
Dates. And what's that powder that we were talking about, SK? Remember that powder you can put in there?
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Yeah,
Mica
mica
powder.
powder. I'm gonna stop playing with that stuff, and they have millions of colors and shades.
Yeah.
So
Mike Hallmore says he's going to drop your link on Brownwood page.
okay, cool. Appreciate it.
But guys, as we say every week, we appreciate everybody. Super Dave, Slick. Appreciate you guys moderating the chat over there. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate, man. This thing has been so professional, it's unreal. And it's a good thing to see that we got a good group of people that come in and be respectful and participate. And I just want to say thanks to everybody. And as always, we'll be back next week. Same time, same flavor.
Yep. Take care.
Peace.